62. Ja, is goed. Ik doe 61, is beter.
How did you end up in the decision to do this live, first of all, live recording, and also in such a close space here with everybody around?
I feel that the collaboration between player, audience, surroundings, and even the instrument, that they all belong together somehow. So, of course, I've made a lot of studio recordings so far in my career. And as much as I enjoy that process, I do somehow feel that there's something missing as well. And that is the communication with people, that I'm playing for somebody. My God, you've got 4 fingers and you've got 4 strings, and that's it, And it's very limited, actually, but he manages to write music that is so unbelievably rich and multifaceted. It's basically a melodic instrument, but playing polyphonic music, so with several voices. It's like juggling. It's like you keep all the voices in the air at the same time, and then taking one out to feature at that moment, and then you take another out, and you take another, while the other ones stay in the air. And that is very challenging, but super interesting. These pieces were published, the solo violin pieces, in 1720, so that's just over 300 years ago. And in that year, something very, very sad happened to Bach. Sometime in the year 1720, he came back to Curtin to discover that his wife had died and been buried. And of course, we're talking now over 300 years ago. You couldn't just call him up or send him an app. You have to come home. So he didn't know. He just showed up at home and his wife was gone. I do wonder, when we hear all of the beautiful, sad music in these pieces, if he wrote them with his wife in mind. It's very possible. There's something very human about this music. The danger, let's say, with recording is that you try to get it as perfect as possible. And that's a very dangerous, it's a slippery slope to go down, I would say, because it will never be as perfect as you imagine in your mind. The problem with that is that if you just allow yourself to keep editing, what you get is something that's more of a collage than it is a real organic performance. So I prefer to take the risk and go for it, with maybe it being less clean than it would be on a perfect studio recording, but that it's really alive.
Yeah.
And that there's the feeling that anything can happen at any moment, that feeling of spontaneity. I just feel like it's, especially with this music, it's like every time I play it, it's a bit different, and I love that way of approaching it. So I have a quote from him, Johannes Brahms. "On one stave, for a small instrument, the man writes a whole world of the deepest thoughts and most powerful feelings. If I imagined that I could have created, even conceived the piece, I'm quite certain that the excess of excitement and earth-shattering experience would have driven me out of my mind. If one doesn't have the greatest violinist around, then it is, well, the most beautiful pleasure to simply listen to its sound in one's mind." It's beautiful, right? And I love that idea of Brahms looking at the score and just, without even hearing it played, but just seeing it and hearing it in his mind, realizing how extraordinary it is. Ja, jammer hè? Ja. Maar die hebben we al van een vorige, denk ik ook, toch? Of niet? Je bedoelt
Ja. Ja, oké. Ik doe dat stukje nog een keer. Ja. Jammer, hè?
Bach geeft zo'n sfeer en dat weet je ook heel erg mooi te brengen. En ik vroeg me af of dan Bach opnemen ook heel anders is dan misschien ander soort muziek.
Bach, especially to play it in churches, that always feels very special to me, because he was very devout, and I feel like his music needs a lot of resonance and a lot of space. So I'm always, of course, super grateful and very inspired to record his music. But I've recorded tons of other things too. I would say the thing about Bach, which is so extraordinary, I find, is that it's timeless. So it's very old. This music is more than 300 years old, but it's also very alive. I feel that the emotions that are in the music, the way he deals with the material, is and continues to be a source of inspiration for all the composers of this time and of all the time between Bach's time and our time. So it feels extra special, I would say, to record his music.